Baruch Adonai Hambratem Va'ed Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher bachar banu mikol hamim V'natan lanu el Torato Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Okay, Sophia, you need to do your job again. Come back here, hold this. Okay, come on in the middle here. Yeah, take the yad. Take the yad. Okay, good job. Ve'ata.
Ve'ata al tirau anochi achakel etchem ve'et tapachem v'inachem lotam v'ydaber al libam v'yashev Yosef b'Mitzrayim u'et aviv v'hi Yosef me'al v'yasef shanim v'yar Yosef Le'Ephraim b'nei Shileshin Gam b'nei Machir ben Menashe Yuledu al B'kei Yosef.
One more sentence.
Vayomer Yosef el Echav Elohim Met Elohim Fakor Yikodechem V'he'al Etchem min haaretz hazot el haaretz asher nishba le'Avraham le'Yitzchak
Yaakov. Second blessing. Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam Asher natan lanu Torat emet Ve'achayim olam
natan ezochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. And now it is with great pleasure that we call you to Torah as you become bar mitzvah. The official act of bar mitzvah is not even leading the services, not even leading the Torah. It's actually coming up and having the blessing over Torah for the first time. So what is his, do you know his Hebrew name?
Yes, Yoel.
Yoel? Okay, so we say, Yamod, 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 HaBechor HaBar Mitzvah, Yoel Asher, Chazak, Chazak. And you're going to do the blessing over the Torah, Baruch Hu. Baruch Adonai Barach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam
Asher bachar banu mikol hamim Natan lanu et
Torto Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Take the yad. We're going to read the last couple of verses here of the book of Genesis. Ve'ata. Okay, yeah, hold on to the yad. Firmly. Okay, good, okay, yeah.
Vayashpa Yosef et bnei Yisrael Fakor Yitkol Elohim Etchem
Ben Shanim Good job, that was amazing. And then we say, well, do the next blessing, and then she say, Baruch atah Torah. Amen. And because we've reached the end of the entire book of Genesis, we say, Chazak, Chazak, v'nit hazeh, which means be strong, and we will be strengthened, meaning that we actually have the courage and the fortitude to move from one book to the next, to the entire retelling of our people. So join with me in that, say, Chazak, Chazak,
Chazak, Chazak,
v'nit hazeh.
V'nit hazeh.
And then we lift up the Torah to show everybody that in fact we have read it. And then, Sophia, you're going to help me address it, okay? V'zot ha'torah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael Api Adonai v'yad Moshe Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. So Sophia, I'm going to lift it up and you can help put the dress on it. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Beyond Moshe. Beautiful. You now have your Devar Torah. Just as we heard the words of Torah that came out of Sinai, we hear the words of Torah, the interpretation of Torah that Julian has for us. So your speech, your Devar Torah? Okay. Really loud.
Wait,
Down the middle.
take a breath and do it really loud.
Really loud.
Don't pay attention to the cameras.
No, the paparazzi.
Having a bar mitzvah in Israel means several things. A stronger tie to my culture and a great experience that my family will share together. I will be with my family the entire time, learning, laughing, and bonding all the while. My time here will be well spent and has been well planned thanks to my mom and our amazing guide Francis. I look forward to telling people about this day in our church for years to come. Being bar mitzvahed in Israel means a stronger tie to my heritage because I am in the Holy Land, Canaan, the place where Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and Joseph are buried. By having a bar mitzvah in Jerusalem, I am giving myself a connection to this very long chain of generations. My Torah portion, by he, means he, Jacob, lived. It is about how the death of Jacob affects his sons and essentially his legacy. In my parasha, Jacob has just died. Jacob is Joseph's father. Remember Joseph, who was treated horribly by his brothers and left for dead? Well, Jacob, their father, has just died, and Joseph's brothers asked Joseph for forgiveness for their awful deeds. They offered to be slaves to repay Joseph for the horrible way they mistreated him. Joseph tells them that he forgives them for what they did. In any family, it would be enough for the person who was treated badly to forgive. But Joseph takes forgiveness further. His brothers feel absolutely terrible for what they did to Joseph. And what does Joseph do? Not only does he forgive them, he consoles them. Joseph gives his brothers compassion and care while they are racked with guilt for their past deeds. This is amazing to me. It would be hard to feel empathy and compassion for those that wronged me, but Joseph rises above his pain and shows his brothers true kind-heartedness at the end of his life. While Joseph is dying, he assures his brothers that he forgives them. Additionally, Joseph gives them comfort by telling them that God will not forget them and they will be returned to the land of Canaan. Joseph asks his brothers to take his bones to the Holy Land when they leave. Joseph dies at the age of 110, and that is the end of the book of Genesis. This is a small part of Jacob's legacy, that his sons reconcile with one another because of the kindness and compassion of Joseph. Joseph's example teaches us not only about forgiveness, but compassion. Through Joseph's example, we learn that to forgive is better than seeking revenge. In many people's opinions, Joseph would have been justified to not only hate his brothers for what they did to him in earlier years, but also to seek revenge. Joseph doesn't do that. Joseph was a powerful enough person to seek revenge, but I think Joseph was a wise man and realized that revenge on his brothers would have served no purpose. Joseph could see that to show them compassion would show more character. This is a topic that my parents discuss with me. They have taught me that it would be a better world if people would discuss, converse, and have dialogue when they have disagreements. Sadly, we see acts of revenge and violence because one group was wronged and the other group or person retaliates. A vicious cycle begins. Someone has to stop it. Joseph took it upon himself to not only not seek revenge, but to forgive. I know a huge problem here in Israel is revenge seeking. Cantor Evan told me about an organization called the Parents Circle Family Forum. This is an organization where parents of victims who were killed by Palestinian or Israeli violence band together to forgive each other and not perpetuate the cycle of hate and terror, but rather try to be an example to others, just like Joseph. The mission statement of this grassroots organization is to avoid the use of bereavement for further violence and retribution, and to influence policymakers to choose dialogue as a path to peace over war. The families in the Parents Circle Family Forum who would have every reason to kill or seek revenge for what happened to their loved ones. However, this organization gives another option, a better option in my opinion. Beginning in 2010, the Parents Circle Family Forum has begun a better way. The PCFF makes it better. Gives its members opportunities to share their stories, listen to others, and get mad and even yell and scream about their grief, sadness, and pain in a safe environment. The workshops have both Israelis and Palestinians working out their anger together, so both sides feel like they are being heard. It is one small step in a huge problem, but it is at least a try. My father has always taught me that you don't have to fix or finish everything all at once, but rather small and steady steps will get you to the end. So how does Vayahi, my Torah portion, this story of Jacob's death and Joseph's forgiveness of his brothers relate to me, Julian, now thousands of years later? I think I connect best with the part about Joseph's amazing lessons of compassion. The lesson I learned from him will stay with me forever. I hope to leave a legacy that influences and teaches compassion and empathy. I'd like it if my actions impact the people I care about and the world in which I live. I have made a donation to the Parents Circle Family Forum, and I would like to stay in touch with what this organization is doing because I believe it could be a path to peace. My bar mitzvah will be forever a part of me and my legacy. I hope to learn from Joseph and use his example when I make decisions in my future. If me or anyone is wrong, I will think back to what would Joseph do. Now I'd like to talk about the things my legacy could not exist without. First and foremost, my mom. Without her, none of this would have been possible, even me. She does so much for me on a daily basis. It would take too much time to recount half the things she's done for me this week or even today. She got me started playing violin. She encouraged me to practice till I learned to love it. My mom makes sure I take my vitamins so I can stay healthy. She supports all of my crazy ideas like building my own computer and ordering the exact right routes. She gets me to school, she gets me to music practice, she gets me to volleyball. My mom, she just gets me. I could never repay her for all of her goodwill, love, care, and essentially her kindness. She makes time for me even when she doesn't have any, and I love her more than words can express. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
I love you.
Next, I'd like to talk about my beloved father. He worries about the things my mom can't. He makes sure my bed is made, my clothes are put away, that my chores are done, so that we have time to see all the Star Wars movies, old and new. And the Days movies, Transformers, Marvel, and even Pixar. He coaches my volleyball team even after he has coached and taught a long day at school because he loves me and wants me to stay healthy and have fun. He's the smartest dad. He knows everything, and if I ever need to learn something, I go to him. When we go on our family vacations, my dad teaches us so much about where we are and what we are seeing. And that doesn't make it boring, it makes it better. There is no dad like him. I am so lucky. Thank you, Dad. I love you.
Welcome, son. You know, this wall's been here for a long time. Just thought I'd share a few thoughts about that.
My sister Sophia is usually a sweet and considerate little sister. I've watched her grow and blossom. It's hard to believe she's in 5th grade. It seems like I was just in 5th grade. I like how she likes some of the same stuff I like, and also likes her own things. I love to play with her sometimes, and I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky she's my sister because I know she cares about me. I hope I am a good example to you, Sophia. I love you very much. Okay. I want to thank Cantor Evan for getting me to this amazing location, Robinson's Arch at the Wall. It's incredible. I really bonded with you, Cantor Evan, over our many Skype meetings. I like your quick and to-the-point style. That's how I wish all of my appointments would be. Thank you for waking up early to Skype with me. You encouraged me to practice and helped me through my mistakes. It has been great to meet you in real life. I want to give a shout out to my Torah tutor and sensei back home, Lee. You taught me so much. You believed in my ability to learn my Torah portion. You created a plan for me, and learning with you has been a great experience. I didn't know I could do what I did today. You made me believe I could do it. You were patient and never judged me. The most amazing thing is that you were new to this too, and so we learned it together. In Aikido, you taught me that if we are attacked, the goal of Aikido is to stop the... Oh, wait, I missed something. You were my Aikido teacher where you taught me something that correlates with the theme of my parasha. In Aikido, you taught me that if we were attacked, the goal of Aikido is to stop the attacker with the least possible violence. We shouldn't just maim or kill, just attack enough to make a safe escape. That is cool beans and sorry. It's my Nani. Thank you for making the trip to Israel with us. I'm glad you are here to share this with me. You are an amazing grandmother. You are so generous and loving. You love to feed me healthy and delicious food because it's good for my brain. Like a good Jewish grandmother should. You attend my concerts, help at my schools, help my mom get me places, and also you make the best salsa. I love you very, very much. I would like to thank my other grandparents who were unable to be here today. My Bella and Grandpa Bob, my Grandpa Paul, Yaya, and Papa Dennis, and my Grandpa Jay. You are all amazing and have given so much to make me who I am today. I love each of our relationships, and I thank you for all your generosity and love throughout my whole life. Being in Israel is a huge gift that my parents have given to me. I don't think I will fully appreciate the significance of being here for my bar mitzvah until I am an adult. I am grateful to be at this magnificent place.
Simon Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simon Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simon Tov and Mazel Tov and Simon Tov.